Hi everyone, it's time for the weekly video, and this week it's a slightly new setup. I am practicing a video with the lovely ring light that my partner picked up for me. So if I put the glasses further up, there you go, you can see the rings there. So I'll try and tilt them that way and keep the smudges from reflecting the light. Quite good though, I quite like it. I'm still a little bit under the weather. If you listen to the podcast, you would have heard me sort of trying to not be a snot monster and just get through the conversation. You can hear it in my voice. I think I've got a bit of a sty in my eye. So fun times. But it was all good because I've actually received quite a bit of post, and there are some nice treats to show you. Some that I have actually seen. So I have picked up movies that I am aware of, which I know has been a bit of a rarity of late. But a couple I haven't. I don't think I've seen anyway. And the first two. So the latest Jean Roland releases from Indicator or Powerhouse. So The Escapees is there. And Requiem for a Vampire. As usual, lovely little booklet in there. The discs themselves, I'm just assuming the presentation is everything that you would want, but the extra features on those are gorgeous. So they take our tally up to, let's see, 1, 2, 4, I believe that's 10 roll-ins so far, and I think they are covering about 20 titles, or just under 20 titles. There's been a lot of speculation online about what will be covered. If you do buy these Roland movies from Indicator, it is essentially between the two end numbers. The rest will be generally the films that appear chronologically in Roland's filmography, if you are trying to figure out what is still to come. And then I got an Arrow video delivery, and it was very well packaged. I know I'm quick to complain about Arrow a lot of the time, so I've got to say I enjoyed this. An upgrade of The Great Escape. I've had just a DVD for quite some time, so this is, I mean, look, is any bank holiday weekend really a bank holiday weekend without The Great Escape? But it also has The Great Escape 2 in there, The Untold Story. Strangely enough, I didn't actually watch The Great Escape until, I'm going to say I was in my mid to late 20s, because it was one of those films that was always on, and I just thought, well, I know The Great Escape. Knowing it so well that I thought an iconic moment ended with a certain degree of success, when it in fact doesn't. And I'm being vague for those who still haven't seen The Great Escape, because there will be people who put it off as I did, or there will be people who've just never wanted to bother getting around to it. If you have put it off over the years because it's that old creaky film that we put on every bank holiday weekend, I do implore you to check it out. It is a wonderful classic for a reason. It is fantastic, and yeah, you will hopefully find yourself enjoying that. And with The Great Escape, it's very different, but here we go. Critters. A 4-course feast. Now this has a decent little book in there as well. So pretty good. I'm looking forward to reading that. All of the discs have a certain amount of extras, including, I think they all have commentaries from Dave Wayne and Matty Budrevich. Sorry, Matty, I always try and get your surname pronounced properly. I think I've remembered that right. Now, the Critters films are, I think they are still easily defined as sort of, big VHS hits. I'm not sure how they did at the box office when they were released. Certainly when the first one was released, there was a lot of talk about it. but it is one that I certainly remember seeing on video. I know a lot of other people wanted to enjoy it on VHS, and you were laughing when the Critters subtitles came up. They said something about people having weapons. One says, so what? One gets blasted by a shotgun. The other one says, you know, shit or fuck or whatever. I should have bleeped that out. But it's good fun. Critters 2 has the massive critter ball and is a lot of fun. Critters 3 has Leonardo DiCaprio and is essentially low budget Critters Die Hard style. And Critters 4 takes the creatures into space, or back into space, and is better than a lot of franchise installments that go into space, because it rounds the cast out with Angela Bassett, and I think Brad Dourif is in there, and it's pretty good. So that's a fine 4-pack, and it allows you to hopefully keep forgetting any other attempts they've made to refresh the Critters franchise. With my glasses here, I don't know whether I'm looking properly or if I'm looking there. Sorry if my eyes go here, there and everywhere. And then, last but by no means least, so I got Perfect Days because it's a wonderful film. I saw it a few months ago, was really won over by it. Beautiful. Wim Wenders can do this kind of delicate character work effortlessly, and so, you know, it was just a reminder that I should get that. And recently on the podcast we discussed City of Angels, which is a far inferior remake of Wings of Desire, the Wim Wenders film, and I was thinking about Wings of Desire and how much I like Wim Wenders, so there was a little bit of a discount on this beauty. This is the Wim Wenders set, and let's see. As you can see, undeniably Wenders. This is quite gorgeous. Quite a lot of notes there, and then you go through. The discs are there, and I can't see each title individually, but you can get the idea. Obviously, I know that one, Paris, Texas. There you go. Wings of Desire. Is it Far Away So Close? And it goes all the way through. This is not a complete filmography. That's why I bought Perfect Days separately. And what have we got here again? Some bit Dennis Hopper on there. I believe these are recreations of Polaroids taken by Wenders. And go, the one and only. That would have been the first film I saw from Wenders before I knew really who he was. Oh, it's just I think it's a retrospective poster there. Now, I've seen quite a few of these actually, but not oh, beautiful, not enough to remember every detail off the top of my head. What happened was, whenever I receive films that I'm adding to my movie collection, I have a letterbox list, which is my movie collection, because that is the way I keep track now, whereas it used to be through DVD Profiler. So I just thought it was easier now to use Letterboxd and keep things that way. So when I added all of these, and there are quite a few, I think there's 5 or 6 short films on there as well, there were a lot already faded. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen that one, oh I've seen that one, and I would refresh my memory slightly with the plot. That is why I review so much and mark everything on Letterboxd, because I watch that many movies that sometimes you're thinking, well, what was the main plot point of that one? What was the summary of that one? So you check them out. And for Wenders, for that set, I think I've already seen, I want to say 5 or 6. So it's still a good chunk to get through. And it's still skewed my numbers in terms of what I own compared to what I've watched and rated on IMDb and Letterboxd. But it's yeah, it's a gorgeous set. I couldn't resist it. It sits nicely alongside my Peter Strickland Curzon set. Hopefully that's it for the Curzon sets. They are gorgeous, but they're quite pricey. It does have, I think, should be beautiful prints of Paris, Texas and Wings of Desire in there. So I will get rid of my individual Paris, Texas Blu-ray that I picked up a long time ago, and yeah, I'll enjoy it sometime. So we can get the circles back in the eyes again. That is it for this week. I hope you listened to the podcast last week and enjoyed us chatting about Sex and Lucia and Running Scared. Now, Sex and Lucia, I think, is the only film titled Sex and Lucia, but I did try and point out to everyone that Running Scared was the Paul Walker film from a decade or so ago, and not the Billy Crystal / Gregory Hines buddy cop movie that I think it's slightly prefigured Lethal Weapon, etc. And this week we are discussing Made in Britain, which is an Alan Clark film written by David Leyland with Tim Roth in the main role. And we are discussing Dave's choice, which is Family something Spies X Family Code White, or Family X Spies Code White. Anyway, it's a anime feature film that stems from a series, but as Dave has said, you get enough of a recap in the first couple of minutes to know where things are going, what the setup is, because he knows I wouldn't have had the time to watch 1 or 2 entire anime series just to get up to speed. It wouldn't stop him. He's tried to do it before, but he knows I wouldn't do that. So if you want to play along, do check those out. They are both first time watches for me, and we will see how the conversation goes this week. That's it for now. This video is uploaded a little bit early because I'm organised, because I'm doing it before I feel any worse, but I want to test out the ring light. And yeah, let me know if you like this, if the angle works out right, and we'll see if I can make use of it for my OnlyFans. I don't have OnlyFans, I'm only kidding. I keep making the OnlyFans joke, and my partner just keeps rolling her eyes and then side-eyeing me. That's it for now. Okay, bye.